Shop My Stash Part 2. In this Shop My Stash, I am showing you the things that I used, providing also some pictures for you to see some of the items, and wrapping up those things that I used this week so that I can rotate, take those out, and bring in some new stuff. And I love to shop in my stash. This is my stash. I have all of my eyeshadow palettes and my lip products except for lipsticks. There are some lipsticks in the drawer, but most of my other products are out on display, and that's so much better for me because I am an out of sight, out of mind person. So I can buy a lipstick today, wear it all day, come home, stick it in a drawer, and forget about it. And then one day I'm cleaning and I'm like, oh yeah, I just bought this lipstick. I needed to be out where it's seen. And then also having Shop My Stash for me has allowed me to really take inventory in the items that I have, to use the items that I have, unless it's like something that it's a collector's item. I plan to use my makeup. It's not just there to look pretty on the shelf. So I have to rotate things out so that I will be excited about what I have and use it for different looks. So my name is Renee. This is Blessed and Beautiful. I'm glad that you have come in today to see my Shop My Stash for 2023. This is Shop My Stash number 2. So for each Shop My Stash, I put away the items that I used. I tell you all about them. What did I like, what I didn't like. I show you some either eye looks or clothing looks that I did so that you could see how I used my stash. And then all of the items go back and I choose new things to start for the next however long it's going to be. I think my last Shop My Stash was 3 or 4 weeks, so I'm thinking this is probably going to be about the same. All right, so let me upload this video. I have a video for you all and it is almost done, so let me send this to who it needs to go to and I will be right back. Okay, I am going to, so the other day we did just about everything that was inside of my storage box that I got from Temu. I love this thing. Once I figured out what can fit in there and where it goes, I was like, I'm good. Y'all see my butterfly from Tavizzi. So if you haven't looked up Tavizzi yet, you need to do that. Okay. Let's do the palettes. Let's do the lippies. We can go ahead and do the lippies because I think I'm done. All right, so today I used lippies 3 times. I just was playing with my lippies, and I have so many of them that I like to do an eye look and then change up, what I do for my lippies. So originally today, I had on just a clear gloss when I had to go to my doctor's appointment. But once I came back home, as soon as I got in the car, and we didn't have to wear a mask, I put on my Essence Shine, Shine, Shine lip gloss in the color Flirt Alert. This was in our battle of the brands for March Madness, and this was against... Ooh, what was this against? Was it against NYX? It didn't win. So we're going to see this brand again next year for the next March Madness. But I love it. And Flirt Alert is one of my favorites. It's pretty pigmented. All right. And then I played around with these. I had this on by itself, which pretty much looked like this. And then I added some of the purple to it. So that gave it kind of like a little twist up, change up. I love these. These are balms, and it looks like a lip gloss when you put it on, to me. So it's like as soon as it warms up to your lips, it just creates a shiny, beautiful wet look almost. And so those are nice. Okay, I did declutter some of them because I wasn't using them, but the red, the pink, and the purple I kept. And these are called Kink, K-I-N-K, and what is this one called? Voyeur, V-O-Y-E-U-R. And these are on Milani, and they're still available on the website. Okay, right now I have on from Anastasia Beverly Hills the lip gloss in the shade Moon Jelly. I love this. This is so pretty. It has, first of all, it feels so cushiony. It's just, it feels amazing on my lips, and it has the most heavenly smell. It's like, let me smell it. It's like a candy, like a fruity candy. Wait a minute, let me smell it one more time. I can't think of what that would be. Maybe like some Jolly Ranchers, or it's something from in my childhood, like a fruity something or another. Not Now Laters, but maybe. Or like Jolly Ranchers or something like that. It smells really good. All right. Also, I didn't get to use these. I played with them, but I didn't do a look with these. But these are the Pat McGrath Lust Opulust glosses, and this is in the shade Dreamscape, which she is almost gone. And do you see that glitter? So pretty. And then this one is called Lavendering or Lavendering, and it's got that lavender in there, but it's got so much other stuff in there. It's amazing. All right, so I love those. Everything I've showed you so far, I love. I recommend for Pat McGrath, if you are on a strict budget like I am, she usually once a year has a sale where the lip glosses, the full size lip glosses, $12. 12. I picked up 3 of them, I believe. 3 or 4. But if it's not that time of year, if she has any minis like this, pick them up. Great quality, same shades and everything, but just in a smaller, smaller bottle amount, whatever. Now, I was able to do this because I have so many lip glosses that it's not like I got the small one and it's going to be gone next week. No, I have so many lip glosses, so having small ones is good for me because that means when I'm using it, they're starting to go down and I'm not having like a ton of stuff just there not being used. So that's good for me. And then when it runs out, that means I get to buy something else. So I'm rotating. I'm using my stash, y'all. Okay, I also used today, right when I was filming the other video, I used this Black Radiance Metalicious lip gloss, and it is in the shade Diamond Pink. So I used this, and earlier I just wanted to see how it looked with the liner. I put a liner on, but oh no, I didn't. I used this as a liner with this. Didn't really like it, but I just tried it just to see what it would look like. Too much glossiness going on for me anyway. That's my opinion. All right, I did not use these. This is Meteor, right? Mercury. I was close. Mercury, same Black Radiance as these, and then the purple one is Amethyst Gemstone. So I do play with these sometimes, and it doesn't always make it to the camera, but it just gives me an idea of what's in my stash, how it works, what it looks good with, because then when you're going somewhere and you have an hour to get dressed, you'll know what you can pull because you've used it. You know what it's going to look like. You'll know if it's going to match something else. It kind of gives you an idea. That way when you're pulling stuff from your stash, it's not like you just walked in the store and it's like, do I want to use this or not? You kind of have a good idea. Okay, and then I used Soft Core from Pat McGrath's lipsticks. These are the minis again. These minis are very affordable, but I haven't seen the minis in a minute. But it was like you'd get 3 of these for $25. And then sometimes if there was a sale, like 10% off, you could still apply it. So just keep an eye out on her exclusives that has a lot of bundles. It has some miniature type things, but it's a nice little sale, especially for those who are on a budget. All right, so this is the wrong color I'm showing you, not the right color. I want to show you Soft Core because I used this twice. I really like this color. This is so, look at that. this pink right there. That is so pretty. I could wear that today. It's like a pink that goes with anything. Any pink you have, this works. I really like this shade. It's so beautiful. I may have to get this in a full size. And see how that works? Because with Pat McGrath being like $38 for a lipstick, at least I know if I do pick one, it's one that I know I like and I'm going to use. So this will look good today as well. This one is called Executive Realness. And this is that like red violet shade, and that also could have went very well with what I had on today. Man, I could have mixed these. That would have been cute too. I might still do that before I go to bed. It's pretty. All right, so that's all of the lippies, and I'm gonna put all of the lippies back. I have so many lippies. I don't have time to be like, oh, I didn't use this, let me keep this there forever. The only thing that I did not use at all, oh, actually no, that's not right. There were several things that I did not use, but this, I didn't even play with it. This is the MAC lipstick in the color Candy Yum Yum. And I just said that I wasn't going to keep stuff, but this, I don't have a lot of lipsticks, and I didn't use this, and I want to use this, and I want to wear it out. So, yeah, we're going to put this back in there. It's the one that gets to stay. So, all of my other lippies will be returned. I wore this and didn't like it. I took it off. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Rose Gold Matte Lipstick. And it was pretty, but I didn't like it with what I had on, so I took it off. But I at least did try it. And again, that just helps you get a good idea of what works and what doesn't. All right, so those are all the lippies. And we're going to put those back. Okay, I'm good. I thought I missed everything. The only thing that I missed was putting the lip glosses back inside of the storage area for the lip gloss. I mean for the lipstick. My lipsticks go in my top drawer. Everything else is lip gloss, and that goes somewhere where there's lip gloss. Somewhere where I can see it. So it's telling me I'm going to be running out of room soon. I need another SD card, you guys. Okay, so we put the lipsticks back in the lip glosses. All right, so the last thing that we need to look at before we choose any new items are the palettes, okay? Okay, let's go with what I know I pulled, okay? I know that I pulled this Hydrating Complexion Trio palette from Alamar. I should know that by heart. Like, I really should, because I use it all the time. And it's my favorite. I just pulled it out again because it's a palette. And that's the 3 shades. I use this to set my banana powders or anything I put like under my eyes. I use this as a bronzer, and sometimes I mix this in with this bronzer because this is too red on its own, but together they kind of balance each other out, and I can use that as bronzer. But today I used this one, and you can barely tell, which is why I start pulling this in, because once spring and summer come, then my skin gets darker and I need new shades of foundation, contour, setting powders, all that stuff. Okay, so that stays, that never leaves. And then this is the Beauty Glazed palette. That's what it is. Okay, so this is meant to dupe or give a nod to the brand, I forgot, Charlotte Tilbury. I want to say Chanel so bad. It's not Chanel. It's Charlotte Tilbury. I'm sorry, I hit the camera. All right, so her palettes, her blush palettes look just like this, okay? Except it's 2 blushes and 2 highlighters or something like that. But this is very reminiscent of that particular palette. I'm going to hold on to it. I like it. I only got to play with this one here. The other ones, I just swatched them, but it amazed me that I dipped in this one pretty hard today, and you cannot tell. You cannot tell. You can't tell. Love it. That's what I used today. It's really pretty. It's subtle, but you get 4 different shades, and when I swatched them out, they look like 4 different shades, so not bad. Oh, I lost the light. What happened? I don't know. I can't move right now. Okay. All right, so that's those palettes. Okay, then the palettes that I pulled. Okay. The palette that I pulled for my Shop My Stash. The first one is the Glamlite palette with these beautiful pastel shades and some neutrals at the top. And you should see some pictures of me with my eye looks that I had using this. I love this palette. It is so beautiful. All of the shades, the mattes are like butter, and these shimmers, they're very metallic and just beautiful. Just beautiful. And I love working with this palette. It has so many items to choose from. And we lost the light. Let me see what happened. I like this palette. It's beautiful. I've had this now 3 years, I think. 2 or 3 years. So this is a 5 out of 5. You definitely need to purchase this palette. And I will continue to check her website because she's starting to discontinue some different items over there at Glamlite. So you want to just make sure that what you want, you get it before it's gone. I still have not used this palette. Y'all, I don't know what the problem is. Maybe it's just too light. I think this is a palette that I'm going to have to use in conjunction with another purple palette because I don't get any depth here. I just see a bunch of light shades, and I think that's why I just haven't used it yet. So maybe I will pair this with, let's see, if I pair this with Lilac, so it's not broken. Okay. All right, so maybe if I pair these two together and I'll get these two dark ones in, then that may help me come up with a look using this. I swatched it again and it's butter, let me tell you. These, I was like, no wonder why people want to spend so much money. Look at that. Look at that with just one swipe. These are amazing. So we'll use these two together when we're ready to shop. Okay. All right. What else did I use? Today, I used the Sweet Pinks by Juvia's, and I really like it. I like that there was this pinky shade in there that you kind of saw, and then you saw it and you didn't. It was like really pretty, and it kind of reminded me of a light shining under a light shade. It was just, it looked like it was lit for a little bit. It kind of gives like that to this little corner here. And then I went outside of this to the which one did I use? Was it Dreams? Let me look. No, it was not that one. Oh, it was Glamlite. I used the French Vanilla for my inner corner. You see that? And I used a couple other pink shades out of here for my lower lash. So I used this on the inner third, I guess, of my lower lid. And then I used this one for the rest of the lid all the way to the edge. I didn't bring it and connect it up. I just wanted to do something different. So I like the way it turned out and I had fun. I did not use on Cloud Blue. How I didn't, I don't know. I don't know if it just fell through the cracks, but I didn't use it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to pull it again next time. It was not my intention to skip it. I really tried to use each palette, but yeah, I just didn't get to that one. Now, I did use High Tide. I want to say I used that yesterday. I did. I used this one yesterday. And can I tell y'all, look at these and see if you can think which one of these is one that just blew me away. Anybody see it? Let me give you a couple more seconds. Blew me away. It was this one here. Now, I will say that it's kind of gritty, but you almost expect it when you see, do you see all that silver? Let me see if I could get you a good, there we go. Right there. this is on my eyes, and I'm looking like paparazzi is taking pictures and is just flashing a million flashes. I put this on and I was like, no way. This is so pretty. You can see it from back here now. Let me see if I, yep. Oh, that is one of my favorite shades out of here. Now, I had some others that I liked working with, and I really like this. This is my type of bluish green palette, but this one is called Just a Splash, and if I ever depotted this, that would be the first one to go into a palette that I'm making to keep, because that is pretty. Even on my finger, there's still some left. Look at that. And it's like there's millions of glitters, like millions. Just a splash. Ah, love it. All right, I did use Solmane too, and it should be a picture of when I used this palette, I hope. But I really like this one. I believe this was when I did a blue and purple look, and I had a lot of fun working with this palette. I do want to get down here in this bottom row. I always gravitate to these shades up here, so my next one I have to remind myself, use the bottom row. Yeah, use the bottom row because it's nice, it's beautiful. It's gonna work like the other ones. It just doesn't have pink and purple. It looks like fall colors actually, and this palette came out in the spring. But yeah, these are oranges and yellows and a black. Yeah, but I'm sure you can mix those with a lot of the other colors. Okay, Cosmic Whisperer. I don't know if this was in there, but it kept ending up in this area. So this is the palette. I don't know if I pulled this or not. I have to go back and look, but let me not say I don't like the palette. I do like the palette, but it is So I don't remember if this was in the original Shop My Stash or did I just add it after I used it. But this is the Blueberry Muffin, and here's the palette. And the reviews for this palette are through the roof, and I see why. This is a very nice palette. Very nice. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Beauty Bay. Not a lot, but just a little bit. It just what it brought to mind, because Beauty Bay has some unique color stories like this one, and this has some blues, some cool tone shades of brown. Is this a gray? Yes, there's a gray. There is another deep dark brown over there. This is a beautiful palette, and gosh, I just feel like the packaging just doesn't really lend itself to how well this works, but I do like the concept of the blueberry muffins, and that is called Weekend Vibes, and you kind of relax on the weekend. So I do kind of understand this packaging. It just, I don't know, this just is such a beautiful, luxurious type of palette. Okay, also in this same, since I'm here, from BH Cosmetics, this is a blush palette, and you all saw I used this in one of my looks, and my favorite color right now is this Peachy Keen. On my skin, it is beautiful. I love this shade up against my skin tone, and it's kind of like a mix between a peachy and a pink, and it's just beautiful, and you can't mess it up. I really like this palette. It's very pretty. and I've reached for it several times. And you know, you did your makeup and now you're running around going, oh, I don't know what lipstick to wear. Like, it kind of helps to know how things look, and that way when it's time for you to start pulling stuff for something else. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That just came up and I tried to stop it and I couldn't. Oh my gosh, I'm sleepy. Okay, so what I was saying.